The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon. The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
I mean, they definitely can now.
Hooray!
Welcome, everyone, to Sunset City, a Sonic podcast for the classic and modern age, and for some unknown reason, we're still here. That being me, Nick. Hi, how you doing? As well as Suris.
Why?
Wayne is boss.
Hi, I am also here.
And Channel Pup.
I'm pending suspension.
Guys, this is our 50th episode.
It is. It really is. How the fuck are we still here?
I don't know. And honestly, like, we have so many fun ideas, and we're not ready to talk about every single one of them yet, as is the nature of our show.
Has something to do with us being unorganized bastards, but you know.
But yeah, there's still a lot of fun stuff to talk about in terms of Sonic the Hedgehog. We are going to talk a little bit about us at some point, but just to give you guys a heads up on what's going to be happening today, of course, as always, thank you, because I am seeing some super chats. We will be getting to those after our main discussion, but after the super chats, we are going to have a Sonic 1 race, and that should be a beautiful little disaster. So we hope you join us for that, because yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit more about plans for our future, how we got here. Just fun little more personal stuff there, but we will, of course, have to talk a little bit about all the crazy stuff that kind of dropped this week, the last couple days. But yeah, how are you guys feeling right now?
I don't understand how we still have a show. I don't understand how this is in any way functional. What are we doing with our lives?
We did just spend an hour arguing, so...
In order to preserve that, I have been asked to remain on my best behavior for this episode, and so I will.
Pup has been asked to be on his best behavior for till the end of time. It's very important.
It's 50th episode, so we've had 50 discussions about it.
In light of this landmark episode, I have decided that I am now reformed, lawful good pup. I am here. Hello.
I have a feeling that's not going to last.
I don't either.
He will continue to sound exactly like 3D Squelton till the end of time.
I would do an impersonation, but I am on my best behavior.
Well, guys, what do you want to talk about first? Because this is the last week before the Sonic movie is out, and we've had a bit of a lore dump in Tales Tube, and we've gotten a music video. I kind of want to talk about the music video first. I feel like we're not going to talk about it as much as
there's a lot less to go through with the music video, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne, you just got done seeing it. What do you think of it?
Oh, the music video is adorable. They've got these like cute little references throughout the entire thing. There's this nice little sprite art. This
kind of, like, not how you sounded 10 minutes ago.
Sure, let him do this. We all wear masks.
I've been plotting this for the past like half hour. Before we got on the call, I was just being like the biggest sourpuss I could be about this. I was just like, "This is bullshit. This is fucking wasted time." No, this is actually fucking great. This is adorable.
Oh my god!
Obvious.
Oh no! You got me! You completely no!
Wait, is this the real Wallace, or was that before the real Wallace?
I don't know.
We
don't know.
No, really,
I don't know
legitimately.
where,
Wayne, you've changed. We don't know who you are anymore.
I don't know
Wildcard
where,
business.
I do not know where Wayne ends and Wallace begins. This is just...
No, really, legitimately, this is fun. It's got some nice little tidbits in there that I was kind of noticing, just because there's things we haven't seen in trailers before yet. So it's like, oh, we'll see a little bit more of Eggman experimenting with, like, you know, the quill on everything while he's stuck on Mushroom Hill. We're seeing how they're kind of connecting like all of these ancient temples and everything's. I mean, they actually basically show off what looks like Labyrinth Zone in there in the middle of the music video. I gotta be honest, I'm not super familiar with Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi?
Neither am I, and I think it's
Yeah,
pronounced that way. Also,
Okay.
Wallace, just on the note of you dicking us around earlier,
Yeah.
there's another twisting coming. Remember how when we were arguing about the validity of music videos, I said that I make music videos for a living? Well, this might come as a huge shock, but I don't make music videos for a living.
I know that.
we're
You're
all-
transparent, Pup. I can read you like a fucking book.
This is
Wayne's
is-
super villain arc.
this is dangerous. Like, we can kind of tell, we can kind of define the chaos that is Pup. Wayne made a joke, and the back half is for the audience who has no idea what's happening. He did this just for himself. He
So what
set
you're
this
also
up in our
saying-
private conversation. He's
So
a
what you're
madman.
saying is the second that I tried to go on my redemption arc, Wallace decided to become the bad guy. And we don't
Yes!
even know we don't know if he's gonna be worse than I was, and that's gonna be a problem.
Just
Do
like
I
that's
balance?
the flow
All
of the
things should be.
force.
What
There
do
always
I
must
do?
be a balance.
Do I team up with Nick and Suris to stop this, or do I team up with Wallace now that I'm enabled?
Will he
Uh,
allow you
Just
to
embrace
be teamed
it.
up?
Let it happen. There's strength through it. Adversity. You need to experience that.
So
Oh my
you
God.
want me to side with them? Do you want me to be on the resistance or what? Like, what's going on here?
Just sit back and watch. I'll guide you.
Just wait at your house. He'll send an egg mobile your way. And can I just say, I totally ship Kid Cudi and Dr. Robotnik.
Dude, if there's one thing in this
I
music
thought it was
video,
a love letter to Jim Carrey at the start of this thing.
if there's one thing I've actually really enjoyed about this music video, though, it is the fantasy of just stealing the Eggmobile and just running around with it like, fuck you, I've got an Eggomatic now.
That would be a
Like-
sick thing to have, though. To be fair,
I feel like that music video, like they're like, okay, I'll do a Sonic tie-in. You got to give me that coat though.
I
And I want to ride an egg mobile.
I can't believe,
His arms are up. It's adorable.
can't believe Starline had a music career.
Oh my god. Well done. That really could be that could be like the Starline theme, was that whole song, because it just sounded like a love letter to Dr. Robotnik from what I was seeing on screen. Oh, that was amazing. There were a lot of fun little things in there, as you mentioned. Pup, you mentioned something I didn't catch. Can you repeat that for the audience? Because I kind of want to get into it because this is fascinating.
there's a moment where Sonic is running at the cars through the streets, and in the background you can see the silhouette of Burger Man from Sonic Adventure 1.
I wonder if we have like a screenshot of that. I'm gonna
At what point is
mute
it?
I'm gonna put it on the back.
It's
Let's look it up.
Because I can
It's a
throw the screenshot up as soon as we find it. I'm looking through the music video now.
All I'm saying is there's a weird amount of Sonic Adventure 1 being thrown into a lot of this promotional material lately.
I mean, it was Nick who mentioned ages ago that Sonic Adventure 1 is literally just a retelling of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I didn't say it was a retelling. I'd consider it more of a continuation. It really defines what happened with the echidnas and fleshes out Knuckles' story in a. I consider Sonic Adventure to be like the proper Sonic 4 because it's an evolution in gameplay and stylings and the story. I really did like. I mean, yeah, we're not doing a Sonic Adventure episode here, but yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with Wayne. Getting back on point here, they're showing a lot of love for a lot of the franchise here, and even in the music video, this is very prevalent, and I'm very thankful for that.
I liked when they did Speed Me Up that they had like the original Sonic 1 sprites and such, or at least similar things. In this one, they've kind of evolved that. They've made it more kind of their own and in their own art style. And I gotta say, if we had a Sonic game with these kind of sprites, or like maybe like a Mania DLC, I'd be thrilled because I think these look really pretty.
These feel like Sonic Advance sprites. More than anything, this feels like I'm looking at Sonic Advance. Which,
I'd still say they look 16-bit, or like an evolution of 16-bit.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it
Sonic
looks like
Advance
they're-
was.
No, I've always just thought Sonic Advance looks like shit. I know it's a hot take, but
I like the
compared to the
art
classics,
style.
that is.
I like the art style of Advance for their own thing, but I really like seeing people always got on my shit for making a Mario joke when I did my Sonic review. Like, obviously, I know Mushroom Hill is a thing. Like, nobody needed to explain that to me. Then I always felt validated when I forgot if it was the director or somebody was saying, it gets like two things at once. Like, yes, this is obviously Mushroom Hill, but yes, also it's a dig at Mario when he says he hates mushrooms and everything. Regardless, though, I think we're gonna get it fully confirmed that the Mushroom Planet is indeed Mushroom Hill, especially since we're seeing like what is undeniably Mushroom Hill in this music video. It's it's adorable. It looks so pretty. I love the glowing mushrooms in the background, and oh,
I think it's gonna be. I think it's definitely gonna be a line in the movie has got to be Sonic recognizing that the mushroom planet was just a location with mushrooms on a planet. There needs to be a dig at Star Wars at that, because there's that whole thing in the Star Wars movies where like the desert planet is just a planet that has nothing but a desert. The forest planet is just a forest.
I found
Unless it's
Burger
like-
Man.
Ooh.
All right, let's get it. His silhouette is in the background.
Send it.
I just need to say it.
There you go.
Animation is great. I think Blue Arms Classic Sonic looks fucking weird.
It's a little jarring. Yeah, I mean it captures the style. I think it's a nice blending of the like movie and like classic game sprite style, but it is weird seeing the blue arms.
I think it looks better when he's doing like the costumes and everything, but like just regular standard Sonic, it looks weird. I appreciate what they're doing, and again, it's another one of those things like, oh, did they make a toy out of it? I'd buy it. And I like Blue Arms movie Sonic. I just think the sprite looks a little bit weird, but that's such a slight little nothing nitpick. I love the Sonic the Fighters reference, and man, like who caught that Burger Man dude? Like that is a crazy detail.
I think it was Chow Mix on Twitter caught it first. I'm not sure.
What
If
was
it was going to be
the-
anyone, it was going to be Chow Mix, but I might
Yeah.
be wrong.
What was the Sonic the Fighters reference?
When they have the mechs come out at the end there's a fight screen.
Oh yeah, like a KO thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The next match, Robotnik versus Kid Cudi thing.
I thought it was weird, like he teams up with Sonic by the end, and like his full evolution is, oh, I'm taking Robotnik's jacket. What?
I mean, that's what I would do.
Maybe the jacket has powers. I don't know. Like we've
I
seen
mean,
it
the
get
green
infused
one
with
does.
chaos energy. So
Dude, I'd turn on Sonic for that. You kidding me? Like, I'm sorry, man. Robotnik gave me this just fucking killer jacket.
you have a very fickle attitude towards Sonic, don't you? The amount of characters you would kill Sonic for, and the amount of times like I don't want to talk about Sonic, and now you're like, yeah, I'd fucking betray Sonic for an Eggman jacket.
I guess, yeah. It's
You
fine.
just do not like that guy. Poor fella.
I like him just fine. I just, I'm a simple boy. Is it turtles? I love it. Is it green? I love it. That's love him.
I mean, any love for Sonic has to be like balanced out with a healthy dose of hatred.
I actually don't think that's necessary. I really don't. I think you could just like him and also not want to dominate the world for clothwear.
One day you'll understand.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, Sonic's it's a moot point because he seems pretty happy for Kid Cudi to go away with that jacket on.
He was annoyed with him the whole time. He's ready for him to go.
So, shall we talk a little bit about like music genres and like the discussion surrounding that? Because there's been like a mixed kind of thing going online of some people saying, "Oh, I hate the fact that rap music is in Sonic," and I think that's silly to blame it on a whole ass genre. But this isn't even a rap. Like, I don't think Kid Cudi raps at all. in
It's
this.
not
Like,
rap music.
Tamest shit imaginable.
It's nice. I think it's pleasant and it's chill. Like, I'm personally in the school of people that really hopes that one day we could hear Crush 40 in a Sonic movie because I do think they are an integral part of Sonic's overall soundscape. But at the same time, I'm of the opinion that end credits are long. There's room enough for both in there, but at the same time, it might contrast. But like, it's like something that Nick, you said a little while ago when we were talking about like the voice actors in the movies and such, and how you were saying you wanted like Jason Griffith as Shadow, and we were discussing like marketability. It is such a fuck you to talent to say yes, but you're not as marketable, basically. And like, so yeah, I'm in the camp of just do both. One for the fans, one for the newcomers.
One for you, one for me. It's yeah, no, I definitely like, especially if they're moving towards a more like adventure style sort of thing. It's like you gotta start getting Crush 40 in there. Um,
I do feel like the one for the fans, one for me thing is kind of how we got our Sonic and Tails. We've got Ben Schwartz as Sonic, and then we've got Colleen as Tails. We've got our not video game Sonic, but we've got our video game Tails.
yeah.
It's I mean, we just don't know how movie studios are run at the end of the day. I can blather on and on about
I mean, you wouldn't
contract
typically. Sorry, go on.
well, we just don't know for sure. The only problem I have with Crush 40 being in this soundtrack is that style of music is so unbelievably overwhelming that it kind of just it takes over everything else. And I mean, look at Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like that is the main point of conversation. And yeah, Crush 40 has been a big talking point this week after we had like a big YouTuber stream. I don't know what the fuck he does. Just saying like everything else is mid compared to Crush 40.
And I think that's incredibly wrong. I think most people do.
I mean,
Having
look,
just gotten done with fucking Sonic CD, yeah.
I'm a colossal Crush 40 fan, but I do still think my overall favorite Sonic vocal track is Endless Possibilities.
You know what? I think I'm with you, Pup. I think that's my favorite out of all of them too. And I love Live and Learn. I fucking love Live and Learn.
Endless Possibilities is high on my list. My favorite is still probably Theme of Infinite. And
I mean,
it's still
the
not
other
Crush
thing is-
40.
That was kind of my high school kind of jam, that pop punk kind of sound. I like
The other
that.
thing I will
You
say
like a
is
little rear stone,
What the fuck? What?
you.
a little butt rock, if you will.
The other thing I will say though is that you don't typically hear like butt dad rockin' kids family movies and stuff these days. So I kind of get that it would very much stick out like a sore thumb, but I see that as all the more reason to just fucking go for it. Get some kids into some old school butt rock. There's absolutely no reason why someone should hate it, you know?
Even if it's just as a quick little joke thing, just for a scene. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just trying to figure out why they wouldn't have it, just because it's so loud and bombastic and takes over whatever is happening. Like that's the main focus is going to be the music happening. But
yeah, I mean,
I love Crush 40, so yeah.
I tell you
maybe.
what, like, this is kind of going to segue into another potential topic, but the score on the first Sonic movie, the overall score of it, I get that it's kind of fit for purpose, but it was probably the most mid and non-existent musical score you could possibly have in a Sonic project.
I agree.
I cannot recall what the actual like tune was.
I can recall it, but it's nothing special. I would definitely rather Sonic rock up blasting Crush 40 than just simple, plain, fucking harmless little orchestral tracks, you know?
I would prefer they just orchestrated the Sonic 2 soundtrack.
Dude, especially like hearing the way that they incorporated the Emerald Hill Zone theme into the first trailer. I think that's part of the reason why I still like the first trailer more than the second, is it just has like that energy to it. And yeah, it was such it actually took me a second to even recognize that that's what that was. I knew I recognized the song, but I couldn't place it at first until it like really ramped up, and I was like, oh shit, that's what that is.
I mean,
and I wanted.
No, sorry, go on.
I feel like Sonic commands a very different sort of audio language to a lot of other properties because music is such a distinctive part of him. So I'm not necessarily saying it has to be like Crush 40 or it has to be rock. But I would say just going with plain Jane orchestra seems like a bit of a wet fart when you consider, like, I think something like the Amazing Spider-Man 2's soundtrack would go great with like a Sonic movie, how they had that sort of electronic music for electro and stuff like that. You know, I feel like that would fit better.
Have like industrial themes for when Eggman comes on the screen.
Yeah, like have electronic instruments, have Sonic have some guitar thrown in there and stuff. And the thing is, Junkie XL is a great composer. He did the first Sonic movie, and it's like his work on the Snyder Cut, yeah, I know, is fucking phenomenal. And it's like, man, I would love more of that high energy stuff in the Sonic stuff.
There is one thing that I remember from, and I know a lot of people are gonna riff on me for even bringing up the game every now and again, but in Shadow the Hedgehog, there's a moment where it's right as you turn super as Shadow, and you hear the main riff of Live and Learn play as he flies off to fight Black Doom, and then you don't hear any more of it except a little bit of that riff as he goes on. I wouldn't mind a nod like that in this movie.
They could even do like what they did with Electro's theme in No Way Home, where it plays for like 2 seconds just to introduce the character, and then it's done.
I still want, like, more than anything, is for Jim Carrey's Eggman to be approaching the scene and like a orchestral version of his Sonic 2 boss theme starts playing. I want that. Because I heard it once from one of Snapcube's like real-time fan dubs, and you could kind of hear it in the background where there's like a little orchestral version of that, and I was just like, oh shit, I want that.
Have you heard the Generations version?
Yes.
I think what they I think what the reality of the situation is, obviously there is a lot of licensing stuff that goes into Sonic 1 and 2 soundtracks because of the Sweet Dreams Association, hence why they had to use like a piano cover of Green Hill in the first one. That might have been dealt with because we heard Tom's ringtone in the trailer, but like the other thing I'm thinking is composers often like to have the freedom to leave their own stamp on things and make their own thematic landscapes. Hence why when we get reboots of like existing franchises, they don't always use like the same theme musics. They'll often change it up. So it's like if they were doing the soundtrack almost exclusively based on covers from the games, it does kind of boil down to what is the composer even actually doing, you know? It's kind of on the arrangement. So I'm not expecting many game themes in there. Maybe like a couple, maybe like what we had in Sonic Movie 1, where it's like the Paramount logo goes up, you hear a little bit of Green Hill, and then it's just onwards with all fresh new music.
I mean, a nice mix is certainly going to be in there. I mean, the only point I'd have to make about the Green Hill thing, they'd had to have had sorted out even a piano theme. They would have had to have that sorted out. So yeah, I think that stuff's sorted out. Yeah, and somebody pointed out, and I did love this. I did forget about this, but like when fans went and took parts of the Sonic soundtrack and dubbed it over the Eggman chase from the first movie, I think, I think there's a nice middle ground that has to be found there because, yeah, unfortunately, this is outside of just fan service. They do have to make a movie, and their contracts do have to be signed, and bringing in big names like Kid Cudi is a big deal. It's a very big deal, whether Sonic fans want to admit that or not. That is more for the branding than it is for anything else. But
Suris, have you still got that screenshot up on screen?
Yes, I do.
You might want to take that down now, I reckon.
But Burger Man is very important.
He is. I mean, the other thing is, like, a lot of the reason why people are assuming that Crush 40 are not going to be a part of this in any form is because Crush 40 themselves have said they were not invited to make a new track for the film. That doesn't rule out the possibility that we could potentially hear one of their existing songs briefly. I mean, we know that there's going to be a big bar dance scene with Sonic and Tails somewhere because that's in the music video. Whether or not they'll play one of the songs that's been made for the film, or maybe they'll pull something from Sonic's back catalog, we don't know, but we've seen Hyper Potions get a bit of usage in Sonic 1, so it's like maybe.
I lost my shit when I heard that the first time.
I think they're gonna probably wait for Crush 40 when they bring Shadow in.
That would be good timing.
I still want Perfect Chaos, and I want Open Your Heart with that.
I want more than anything else orchestrated classic Sonic music. I like movie versions of things. Like, I know what Crush 40 sounds like. I can go listen to them whenever. That's fine. I want movie versions of things. I like movie Sonic and movie Knuckles and movie Death Egg Robot. Give me.
I'm with you there.
We'll just get a movie Scrap Brain Zone in the background.
Dude, I mean, I'm sorry. You mean Blade Runner?
I mean, as we've also seen though, like in the Sonic Symphony, a lot of these tracks do translate really well to orchestral.
Just bring in Sonic Symphony. Just slap that in. It was just
But again, then what are you paying the composer for? Like.
Well, maybe that's what they did. Maybe they're like, here, we're sneakily making.
Poor Junkie XL is just in a room being given $5 and a cheeseburger. Like, compose 2 tracks.
I feel like with the apocalyptic scale that they're going for with this giant like Eggman robot in this movie, if you don't do the Death Egg robot theme in this, like what the fuck are you thinking? Like, no.
The thing is, they might have they might have a theme that they feel is better for it. That's what it always boils down to.
Then
And it
they're
can be
wrong.
it can be a matter of a perfectly valid opinion. It can be a matter of cinematic ego.
Well, I would think like you could probably incorporate both a little bit in there. It's just like, man, that theme back in Sonic 2, that felt like it was meant for something. Not that it wasn't enough being in the game that it was, but that always felt like it was teetering on being something a little bigger. Like it felt dramatic just at the end of that game, and it felt like it rose above in terms of tension over anything else I experienced in that title.
Well,
And
I won't be mad if they don't, simply on the basis that we actually have a really good orchestral version of that in Sonic Generations.
Yep.
We have 3
Well,
really good versions of it.
they get a little annoying
So-
with the drums in the
I was gonna
Generations
say,
version.
yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I remember like, oh, the opening was fun. Then, yeah, no, that's a very busy track in general.
Oh yeah, no. Once
And-
you get to the third phase, that's why the second phase is my favorite. It just hits the sweet spot.
Well, and there's
I
also
still don't like.
there's also the conversation to be had about having the track, because it's been said twice now in different ways. Having the tracks available in other mediums is fine. It's not the same thing as having it available in the movie.
Yeah, and that's my thing, is I'm just like, that's just the part of my brain that like wants a very specific thing. If they can impress me with something else entirely, I'm all for it. But it's like when I'm thinking, okay, you're adapting Sonic the Hedgehog material into this, and I'm already seeing so many things in there that I'm thrilled with. Since music is one of the most important parts of this franchise, like I feel like that deserves to be adapted in the same sense. And so it's like, I don't know. I want to see Perfect Chaos. I want to hear the Death Egg robot theme. There's a huge checklist of things I'll see, and I won't see all of them. Certainly not in the one movie. Certainly, and probably not in the entire franchise as it keeps going forward. But it's like, I'll have a checklist, but I'm not gonna like start a riot if I don't get everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we have a good amount of stuff as it is, and I think it's very telling that they started off the first trailer with the Emerald Hill theme. I think we're gonna get a good decent amount of stuff, and if we don't get everything, it's gonna be fine. And M. Banny bringing up a great point as well. Him saying, I think the reaction to the first movie's first design has let them know to forego cinematic ego, at least in some cases. I agree. Everything we've seen for this movie is dripping with fan service. So yeah, I mean they might have a mix of stuff. They might not, go as far as we want, but they're going to have something. And I think I'm going to be pretty okay with what they bring to the table.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
Actually,
I'm-
is the soundtrack out? They sometimes release early.
Nah, it's not out. I also generally, I am trying to keep my opinions curbed. Like, I would love
I
them
agree,
to
yeah.
incorporate remixes. I would love them to incorporate shadow and chaos and all that stuff further down the line and such. I'm just trying to keep my expectations at, if I were a big budget Hollywood film studio with a lot to lose, what would I do? Oh, and a big ego, let's not forget. Because it's like, even though they have kind of backed things up a little bit and, taken the L on a few things, there's still going to be an element of that. But I don't know. I might go in the theater and be like, holy fuck, that's just Sonic as I've always wanted and imagined it. And like, the trailers are looking that way, I'm not gonna lie, but trailers are meant to make me think, holy fuck, this is perfect. So like,
I did see the one clip that was released this morning from the ice cap scene, and I had fun with that. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this is gonna be a good time.
yeah, I'm right there with you.
If they release any Sonic 3 music, I will probably tear up in the theater. So that's just what's gonna happen there.
And we'll all laugh at the crying man.
They
I
might. I
just-
gotta say, I'm very proud of myself because I was like very tired of like, I'm just thinking about it because I made this trip so many times. But like, I'm going to be driving to San Francisco just so I can get that 2-day early thing. So if anybody wants to hang out in San Francisco, there's a fan meetup. I guess I don't know. Somebody be like, hey, you Ben 10, and then I'll be.
Are you gonna
But-
wear the jacket to the screening?
I mean that's my jacket.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on,
Um,
he's gonna put on his uniform for work.
Yeah, but I gotta say though, I'm very proud of myself because I know there are gonna be people viewing it in different. I mean, if I went to LA, I'm sure I could run into even more people if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna make that kind of a drive. I don't think there's a more fitting city in the world to watch a movie named Sonic 2 than San Francisco. And I'm
Not
very
to
happy I'm
mention, it was
doing
a
that.
big part of the first film as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I guess should we go ahead and move on to the other topic of
Yeah,
discussion?
we've got to keep a good pace because we got a
Just-
lot to cover today.
yeah, just for the final time, I really am happy that this is the discussion. These are the predictions we're having for the sequel, because I certainly wasn't feeling this way after the first trailer of the first movie. This is
Oh,
really
who
cool.
was, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, but we were all living in a gangster's paradise.
I still think of Weird Al's version first.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's move on to Tails Tube. I did love seeing Evan from Tails Channel and everybody making the jokes as that was on.
First things first, it should have been called Tails Hub.
Oh, I think Tails Tube is pleasant. I like
No,
the
I do.
alliteration.
You know what I'm doing. There's no way it would have been called Tails Hub. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I still don't get it.
So I'm gonna I've been very dismissive for a very long time when we talk about meta era this or anything like that. Yeah, I with this, like, it's you do have to take the social media side of things seriously, because they released this, and I think it's kind of genius, embracing what you can use the social media for. And this was a subtle little way to be like, we're going to expand the world and understanding and everything else for Sonic fans who care this much about this stuff. And they certainly
We
did
got
in this
quite the lore dump during this.
And it's
Yeah.
like one of the most important lore dumps of the series. It's still very evident that they're just making it up as they go along, but it does at least offer some retroactive context, even if when you actually look at it, it still doesn't add up.
It is funny to me that this all started after like a collaboration with Corone, and then it just kind of kept going.
Oh yeah, the VTuber thing.
Yeah, where they're just like, because Corone was super into Sonic, and then they were just like, all right, we'll do a thing with her, and then they were just like, yeah, we can make this VTuber thing work.
First things first, I'm going to start off with a negative, just so we can get to the positive.
Yeah, I
end on a
see
nice
people.
note.
I see people making great jokes there. Go for it.
I have, even though he's not being a little pussy bitch boy in this, I still have an issue with the way Mainline Tails is characterized, in that he's such a fucking doormat. Like, he literally sucks Sonic's dick. Like, Sonic would be like, hey,
That's
this show
fun.
of yours, we should call it the Sonic Scoop.
Opportunity.
And Tails is like, yes, Sonic, you're so great. We'll name it after you. Like, no, bitch, call it Tails Mail.
We'll name
It's
it
your
after
fucking
you.
show. It's your goddamn show, Tails. Sonic has his own fucking VTuber channel, so why do you need to go ahead and give him all the fucking attention? Get yourself some goddamn self-respect, Tails, because you're more than this.
Yeah, there is a it is kind of agitating to see Tails go from what we saw in Adventure 1 and 2 back to this, but it is still at most, and maybe it's just because we've had this Tails for so long, I find it mostly inoffensive at this point. It's not to the same scale as we had in Forces.
The thing as I say, the problem isn't that he's being a pussy or anything like that. The problem is just that friends don't act like this towards each other. If Sonic would be like, yeah, we'll call it Tails Mail, a real friend wouldn't be like, no, sorry. If Sonic said we'll call it Sonic Scoop, a real friend would not respond by going, yeah, that's a great idea. They go, you absolute fucking narcissist. Get back in your fucking lane. Whose show is this?
I think it's mostly like
analyzing this. That sounded like Tails to me with their dynamic.
I feel like the way every character in Sonic has been kind of portrayed in terms of like dialogue writing has kind of been on a path that just sort of kept going since, I don't know, like Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm still not a fan of it.
I
Sonic
liked it's one of the things I really liked about Blaze's story in Sonic Rush is that everyone blows smoke up Sonic's ass constantly, and before she's even met Sonic, she's fucking sick of him. And I'm just like, yeah, we need more of that. I feel you.
I'm Tails is the sidekick. He's the little brother. That made perfect sense to me. It was fine.
I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss the characters feeling like characters instead of character designs that talk.
I mean, Boomtails wouldn't have taken that shit. Boomtails would have been like, "Fuck off, Sonic."
They were all sarcastic towards each other all the time.
That's what I like, though. They feel like actual friends.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is they were all a little too similar in that. Like everybody, it feels like everybody's written by the same person.
Yeah. No, I like this. It was fine. I thought Tails was perfectly fine. But let's stop talking about that because who cares? God damn it. There's more important things to talk about with this. I really loved that they kind of defined the world of Sonic a little bit better here. I didn't really care if it was two worlds or not, to be completely truthful. I know a lot of people had an issue with that. My problem was that they didn't really bother to tell us one way or the other. They just kept flipping it around, and it was so obnoxious. I really like that they kind of defined what's going on in this world. They were still cowards with not naming species or the world, but I did like the logistics of like, well, humans kind of live more inland and we live more on island continents. What did you guys feel about that?
I think
They don't
like it.
I think there's a specific human that everybody is curious about right now.
Well, we'll get to that, but I'll say this: I like it, but it is bullshit. That is not true. They are making that up as they go along. I'm appreciative of us getting some lore in some form, but as I always say, there's just not enough evidence of the outside lore within the games. And fucking Trey Nobles made a good point on Twitter where he said, "You went around the entire world in Sonic Unleashed, and I didn't see a single Mobian animal there." But a point that better stresses that a point.
It was called fucking Sonic.
A point that better stresses that point is in Sonic Forces. Dr. Robotnik has taken over, and I quote, 99% of the planet, and there's not a single human.
No humans at
be found.
all.
Now, this could be one of two things. Dr. Robotnik wiped out the human race, or only 1% of this planet is human.
Or who cares? They have to start somewhere.
I don't know, Nick. Maybe I just like quality, you know? Like,
Well,
maybe I just like good writing, man.
Now they're responding to fans. Now we all know they're making up as it goes along. Look at the state of the franchise.
But that's what I'm saying. It's okay to acknowledge that. I'm not fucking saying
I
change everything.
I was legitimately exhausted. Trey bitches about every little thing, and yes, he puts a sarcastic thing on.
Don't say
He fucking does it. No, I'm calling him right now.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna fight him right now.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna drag Trey right into the pit. Jesus fuck.
Get over here, Trey. You son of a gun.
I will say,
right.
I don't.
I created a new group,
and he's
come on.
Jesus Christ, calling him right now.
Wake up, Trey, you bitch. Get up here and fight me.
Oh.
Fight me like a real man.
Fucking God.
Get over here, Trey. If he doesn't pick up, that means he's a coward and he's wrong about everything. That's what it means.
Oh,
This man is like eating a bowl of cereal right now.
There he is. There he is. There's Trey.
Oh, was this
You
planned?
son of a...
I don't think this was planned at all.
Trey, you're
Trey.
on Sunset City. You're going to answer for your crimes.
Oh my god. Hi Trey. How's it going, buddy?
Okay,
buddy.
give me just a sec. I'm at work. Give me just a second. Hold on.
Oh my God.
We need to get his jar or his monitor out.
No, it's fine. This is priorities. I'm assuming. So I had my headphones in and I was listening to y'all's podcast as I was working and everything, and y'all mentioned my name, and then I got a call immediately, and I was like, I know exactly what this is about.
Oh my God.
All right, so what?
Trey, do you legitimately have a moment?
Yeah, I got a moment. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Oh,
Maybe
everybody's having a fucking moment right now, I swear.
maybe like 5 minutes. So where'd y'all leave off at? Because obviously
That you're a bitch who whines about everything on Twitter.
Bro, I've gotten blocked so many times for like all my takes in the past like month. It's really
Did
funny.
you really? Are you serious?
There's like so I went back to that thread because I said my take and everything, and then I went to bed. Yeah, then I came back and there was like 3 different threads where it's like unavailable to view this tweet because they limited their view, and unavailable to view this tweet. And I was like, oh god, I just got blocked by like 5 people for this. It was really funny.
Wait, why are there 2 Nicks?
Well, one's not
Don't-
green.
Don't worry about it.
One's not
Oh,
green.
Okay.
I like how he's
So-
just sitting on the other end of the table, not even looking at us.
Wayne, I've always liked that you put a little Tails doll on him. I think that's adorable.
I forget where we came up with that idea. Trey, were we like texting each other like when I came up with that?
Like we were going off of the design that Nick had for my Mystic Cave cover, and
Yeah.
it had Tails doll in the background, and you just decided to add that little pin right there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very cute. I like that a lot.
It just ties
We
the
did get a
ties the
guest
look
star
together.
for episode 50 in the end.
Hey, what's up? Let's hopefully I'll be free one day.
And we got my beautiful husband.
How do we have 2
Oh.
Nicks?
Homeless Nick Smack. Oh my god. Actually, I look a little bit closer to Trey nowadays in his thing because I definitely have a
Don't
beard.
flatter yourself.
We both have the same
Damn.
face shape, I've noticed, Trey. So we got that going on.
That's
We're
true. Yeah.
Stop flattering yourself, Nick.
Hey,
You're not my
never.
husband.
Two
never
Never.
will be.
beautiful people
Never.
can coexist. We'll be fine.
No one's as beautiful as you, Trey.
Nothing's
Your
ever
world.
going to be fine again.
All right. So
I'm
what,
classic Trey. He's modern Trey.
Oh wait, Trey, wait, Trey.
So is this a
Who's in
Sonic
the chat
podcast
here?
for the classic and the modern Trey?
Who,
And
haven't
that's
heard from
Punish
generations.
Trey.
wait, Trey.
That's Venom Trey.
Can you read out the name of this fella here in the chat, just beneath Benja X and above Lulu Muppet?
God fucking damn it.
wait,
They're evil.
where is it at? Okay.
Yeah, his profile picture is a black and white photo of some kind of robot or something from a science fiction show.
Oh, the evil Delic. Okay.
Jesus
Nick.
Christ.
Nick, for fuck's sake, do you ever learn Nick? Come on, learn to
Oh,
pronounce that.
So
Oh,
here's
God.
the thing. I have learned that the times that I've dragged a Trey onto my show just almost impromptu for things. Now I know that that's just the way we do things.
I
Got it.
didn't know we could just do that.
I legitimately didn't think he was going to answer, and I'm very thankful for
Let's
it.
get Gilly as well.
Let's
Oh my
bother- yeah, we're bothering everybody. Tom is
Oh,
next. Tom is
God.
next.
No, we got Wallace. He can do a good Tom impression.
Trey, while we have you here, let's focus on Trey. All right, so I was like just getting on your shit about like just not being happy with anything. Did you actually want to say anything about it? About the 2 worlds and all that stuff?
Give me, yeah. So I only have like a little bit of time.
Just rush it through.
In fact, give me just a second.
The Sonic Rush. Bad jokes.
That's it. Our
All right,
entire.
give me
like
like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
I'm glad.
All
he's
right,
here.
we'll see him. We'll see you, Trey.
Oh.
Right, in that
We
2
did not
minutes,
plan
let's-
that. I just decided to just wild card it, and I'm glad that worked out as good as it did.
In that 2
Wild
minutes,
card,
let's get
bitches.
Tom because
It took me a little while to stuff him back into a jar, guys.
But
It's
we have
okay.
Tom right here. Tom, how you doing?
no, we can get him in it. I'm gonna fucking add him.
Tom, how you doing, Tom?
I
Remember,
guess I'm doing all right. I've got a little bit of a cold, so I don't sound quite normal. But practice my voice today.
If
But
Tom actually answers,
Wait,
he needs to
let's-
start
let's-
doing a Wayne impression.
he's typing or something.
oh
I just wanted
no.
to say I am going.
wait. Wallace,
Aren't we
read that
s-
out. Read that out.
I'm going to fucking murder Wayne. I swear
No,
to God.
just read out what Tom posted in the Pastry Club 77 chat.
You have
Oh,
to, you have to read it.
Jesus, hang on. I'll join in a second.
Aren't we supposed? Are we going to have time for that race today?
I don't.
You know,
Maybe
I would rather
if
we keep the,
all,
we need
game
to keep
over.
the party going.
if we all game over, like it's gonna be a short race. It's gonna be fine.
You shouldn't assume we're gonna game over. I mean, who here has the biggest time limit? It's you, Suris, isn't it?
Yes.
No one gives a fuck about Suris. We'll
I'm
just fucking
also
play
the-
after.
I'm also the host of the show right now.
Oh, bugger. You know what you could do is just leave it going, just fucking, and then we will just have to entertain everyone until you come back.
You know when I'm coming back, right?
When do you come back?
2 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, no big deal, man.
Let me start then. No big deal.
You've done subathons before. Maybe episode 50 is just really, really long, and that's what it's about. Where the fuck is Tom Topics? He's been
Don't worry about
invited.
They
Oh
can
my
they can
God.
come back. They can come back and talk about our
I
silly
pressed the wrong
points here.
thing.
I still haven't heard your opinions about the overall world going forward, regardless of what we can debate about Sunset City and all that fun stuff. Sunset City, I'm just talking about our show now, Jesus. About the older games. How do you guys feel about this going forward?
I would like a little bit more consistency, and honestly, after Forces, if I never see another like one of those kind of Mobians again, I'll be happy. They all look like
Disgrace
shit.
is here.
Arrival.
Can we get a conversation between solid Tom Topics and liquid Tom Topics?
You're gonna need
your liquid Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
decent. I'm trying every day.
Brother, it's been too long.
Oh no.
Suris, do we have Tom Topics in the studio?
Suris is taking a shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Suris.
I did just like tell Pup to like hold back on the crude, and then I just did that. I apologize, everyone.
All right, so
Jesus
Tom,
Christ.
you are now Tom, your temporary Suris. Go, say some Suris things.
Cleavage.
That'll be it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll do.
you got it down. You fucking nailed it.
I mean, it's close enough. So it's a
Tom-
one-to-one replication.
Tom, I was actually genuinely curious about your take on this whole situation. How do you feel about humans and Mobians coexisting in the same world together again?
I can definitely see it working. I think it brings into question the whole of what the Doctor's motives are now. Instead of just taking over the entire world, what if now he's only interested in taking over the animals' land? Instead, that's the conquest he's been fighting for, to liberate the entire planet in a way that nobody really wants. That's the
Perhaps he
sort of
took
headcanon that
over.
I got like, instantly when I saw that video came out. That's the first thing that came into my head. Like, oh, what if he's actually just trying to colonize instead of take over the world as we know
He's
it?
British.
Yeah, he is.
British Dr. Eggman.
Yeah,
But
they should
there's,
make that.
I did talk about this a little bit on Twitter with a couple people, just people that aren't familiar with the Archie lore. But they did do something kind of similar. I mean, Robotnik was just as selfish as it ever gets. It didn't matter who it was. But they did have humans and Mobians back in the day. But the humans were called Overlanders. That was their term. And Robotnik, who was known as Julian I don't think it was Kintobar, but Julian something rather.
Kintobor.
Bar, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
It's Robotnik backwards because everything needs to be fucking justified in this fucking USA version.
But in that universe, yeah, he sided with King Acorn and then betrayed him after he made his way up the ranks, and then ended up taking over the world and taking over the robotization technology, and that went that way. And the more we talk about it, and I don't think it's part of it, I did think this would be a great time to bring back SWAT bots if we're gonna have humans around. I'm just saying.
A thought, actually, then. Bouncing off of what Dumpling over there said.
Stop calling me that. It's
what
not
if,
okay.
What if
It is
when
not
they
okay.
said,
No, we're not. It's not okay. Do not do. You are not allowed. I'm not allowing this.
Tom, what day is it tomorrow?
Stop talking.
What day is it tomorrow?
Stop talking.
We're just,
What day is it tomorrow?
It will be the weekend tomorrow, and I am
Can
not
you announce
saying
it? Can
No,
you
I will
announce
not.
it in your little Daniel Craig impression?
No, I
Fuck
will not.
you. Well, anyways,
I do it for you literally even when it's like days away from the weekend.
yeah, but I'm like,
It's not
what's it
okay.
gonna be in a few days? Well, anyways,
I don't care.
lore dump aside, what if then, when the animals were like, Dr. Robotnik's taken over 90% of the world, what if they were then referring to just the animal nations?
What are these?
well, they did
Segregists?
show.
Like,
I mean, in Frontiers, they showed like a world that was like represented in red as this is what Eggman's taken over, right?
You mean forces, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Eggman's territory, but it was basically all of the land. At the start of the game, not a single continent or landmass was not red because
Yeah.
Robotnik bathed it in the
I don't
blood of...
understand like why it's a problem for Unleashed or Forces or any of this stuff. Like this is a big world and we only see a few locations.
I think
mean,
it's when you're making bold statements like 99% of the world. But like, okay, so I'm going to say this. It is a clearly made up as it goes along thing. And while
it's
I
a
acknowledge,
retcon.
while
It's a
while I'm acknowledging that, that doesn't mean it's a big issue. I'm ultimately happy that they finally defined something. Truth be told, I do think the two worlds thing makes more sense. But at the same time, I guess this is better than nothing. But again, where is this stuff when it comes to the games? Like, can we actually see this in a game?
I feel like
that's
the
probably
adventure
why they're doing it
games,
now.
the adventure games did such a better job of like actually making you feel like a sense of place. Like I felt like I understood where things were in Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. Like that, see, Shadow the Hedgehog, that was a game where it's like, oh, there was this giant takeover of the entire planet, and I could see that happening in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Hey, I'm back, by the way.
Forces.
Welcome back,
hey,
Trey. Trey, this is Tom.
Right.
Trey.
I met
Oh.
Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, now that
Hello.
we got Trey back, we can kind of get into it here a little bit. I do think that they clarify the delineation between the human settlements and the Mobian settlements for a very good reason. And yeah, Trey wants to get nitpicky about it, but I think that's why they went to the extra effort, saying that not only do humans exist, but they have their own societies separate from the animals. Now, a conversation about segregation is an entirely different one.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the good moral dilemma.
That's the
Like,
next
that's
Sonic game after Frontiers is Sonic segregation.
I did find it interesting that they didn't refer to them as like different species. They're just like, oh, there's people that look like us, and there's people that look like this.
Right. And I think they were trying to avoid, like, they're trying to keep it vague. And I'm sorry, everybody. Everyone's like, no, it's called Earth. Fine. Mobius is a different Earth. Let it be that in a parallel universe. But Mobius is still associated largely with Sonic. If you're taking anything from the Western world, why fucking chili dogs? Make it Mobius. Mobians is a great way to define them. I'm sorry, even though technically, if that's still just a planet, everybody's a Mobian anyway.
Man,
I've always seen it as an
Right.
unnecessary justification myself. And besides, they've already referred to it as Earth plenty of times in the Adventure series and Unleashed.
They've
It's Earth.
no, they called it Earth in Sonic Adventure 2, and Earth is still a
And
secondary
in Sonic
world.
Unleashed.
Well, like Dirt is called Earth as well. That's
Seven
just
lights of the Earth rekindled. And when he says that, you can't just say he's referring to mud. Like 7 lights of mud rekindled. Are you kidding me?
that's fair. I'll give you that. You got me there. But right now, and this is what I was arguing yesterday on Twitter as well, it's very clear that the lore is still very loosey-goosey, and they don't have the
Yeah.
confidence to give us a name either way.
I
So
think
a
we
lot of
just
people
need
say, "Oh, it's
to.
Earth."
Well,
It's
I
definitely
think
Earth. Like, well, they have to fucking say it.
I think a
All
lot
right,
of this is actually pretty cut and dry. It's pretty clear. Clearly, South Island just wasn't the same after Rainforest 2022. And,
God.
things got a little out of hand.
God damn it.
Okay. You know what? Fair. I can't even argue with that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I never, and like after this, I probably do have to hop off. But like, I guess to explain my points and why I was a little sassy last night. Like, I never saw the two worlds thing as a cop out. A lot of people seem to. I never saw like that as a cop. Like for me, because I mean, I guess it's because I grew up with like Sonic X, which explained the two worlds thing pretty seamlessly.
Same
in
goes
that
for the films as well.
Yeah, and the films exactly. Which that also doesn't make sense because I know they're doing this lore thing because they're getting a lot more new fans from the movies, but now they're taking away the two worlds narrative that is already established in the movies. That's a whole other thing that I could get into. But
I agree.
Like they don't know what they're fucking doing or something.
yeah, like and again, like I don't know, it just seems like the one world theory seems like more of a cop out than the two worlds were, because at least we've seen that work before in the past. And I was thinking, since like Takashi, said multiple times, like, "Oh no, humans reside on their own planet," and all this other stuff. I thought they were going to bring in elements of like, Sonic Ecstasy to make that make sense. But now that's all kind of been thrown out the window, and now it makes even less sense because you're not going to convince me that the world in Forces is the same as Unleashed or SA1 and SA2. It just doesn't work at all. Like,
It works just fine. That's why they went and said like there are separate civilizations, because you're seeing separate civilizations in those games.
that doesn't. You don't see any of them like interacting. Are you saying that like you never see like stray Mobians living within the inner city? Because that doesn't make any much sense.
I mean, we've also seen that in Unleashed that Amy hangs out in like Spagonia and stuff. So it's like, why is it?
I mean, even going as far back as like Adventure 1, it feels like it was meant to just be an integrated society. So it doesn't make sense to me now that just everybody lives separate from each other.
Amy literally was doing her shopping in Station Square. It's
Vega
gonna
has
be
a
living her normal ass Tuesday
So
in the middle of
basically,
this human city.
This is all an allegory for anti-immigration, and Sonic thinks we should all stay in our own countries.
So no, I think I'm getting to the root of this. With
Well, he
Trey
is coloured
here.
blue, so.
I think I'm finally understanding why Trey is so butthurt about this. I think Trey, the Two Worlds Apologist. Is
Yes.
that what this is?
All right, so
honestly, I've never.
When I tweet, "Oh, we should name the planet," I'm secretly saying, "Call it Mobius." That's what you're doing right now. That's what it is. I see.
Are you saying
All
it?
right,
Are you saying
guys.
it's a dog whistle?
Yeah.
we all need to take a step back and agree on one thing.
Yeah.
This is really fucking stupid. This whole thing is fucking stupid. This
We do
conversation is
50
fucking stupid.
episodes of a Sonic. We're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. It's all stupid. It's all terrible.
No, it's not. Some of us here actually like Sonic.
Wait, hold on. Which is it? Is it stupid and not terrible, or is this whole thing stupid and terrible? Because you brought up the "this is stupid and terrible" argument, and
Okay,
then
so
when Nick
it's a little more
agreed with
nuanced.
you,
It's a little more nuanced than that, you pleb.
Basically, they don't know what they're fucking doing with this world. It keeps changing on a fucking dime, and we're never going to get a consistent answer. The end.
No, I think we're leaning towards that. Again, like everybody gets mad about this. I love this because it means they are acknowledging that this matters. I love that. They're listening to fans, and it's a careful, thought out answer that they gave us.
It's better than nothing. It is better than nothing.
it's better than what we had got before.
Beyond that, I just appreciate that they didn't stop at saying like, "Oh yeah, humans still exist here. Don't worry about it." But yeah, I mean, people want to argue it's Earth. I'm sorry, like the only problem I've had with it being Earth is just like all the loop-de-loops and shit like that. It could be an alternate Earth, granted, because we have a San Francisco parallel and all that fun stuff. But I love that they go out of their way to be like, our world is pretty unique, isn't it? And that's why I've always loved the term Mobius. But regardless of whatever name we go with here, I'm personally down with what they're doing here because it's showing a little more courage. It's like baby steps towards like we're going to take this a little bit more seriously going forward. This world matters. These characters matter. And yeah, we do argue about silly, nuanced, silly shit like names or any of this other stuff, Pup. But I think it's these little things that are going to make the difference going forward. I see this as nothing but a positive. I like this.
I personally am kind of at a point right now where I don't care that they're doing any lore dumping until I see something done with that lore. Like, if you're building up towards doing something where it's like, hey, there's a reason we established this world outside of just for the sake of it because nerds online like to talk about it, then awesome. But like, otherwise, it's just. I mean, then what's the point?
I'm with you.
First things first, get the fucking Tom Topics away from me.
No.
Secondly, he's taller than me. He's significantly larger than I am.
That's unfortunate.
You are the breast rest.
I am not. No, do not bring that lore into this lore. Keep
Then
that
don't
out.
bring the weekend lore into this lore. Touche,
That
motherfucker.
lore is just Tom Topic's lore.
So
I'm
did
talking
you
about
guys-
lore.
That's not. No, you are lying. That is
No.
not general lore.
I am referring to a lore that is external from all of this.
I'm just
and
happy
not
Tom is
just-
talking this
Ian
time.
Flynn responded to me when I asked him about the worlds.
Okay.
And this is a very small thing, but like this is what I'm saying. Like I appreciate the length they went to here because like he said on Twitter like you guys really got to do some, do some, I don't know, workouts before you stretch this hard. I don't know what he said, but because everyone was going wild yesterday when Tails Tube dropped, and I just asked him flat out. It was like, did you have something to do with this? Because this sounds like yours. And he was like, hey, I mean, yeah, I helped, but it was definitely a collaborative effort. So yeah, they are sitting down, like that team is getting together with people we keep telling them to get together with, and they're working this out. I think we're gonna see something in Frontiers, and I think the next hint is the other big thing that people were talking about during yesterday's little presentation. Wayne, do you want to talk about her?
Oh,
Red.
all
right.
She's gonna straight up save the Sonic franchise. 1 trillion copies.
Where
sold.
did
Not
this?
bad, though.
Is this
Yeah,
character
plus.
has not appeared in anything before, right? Like
Nope.
she's just she's
No.
new.
Bro, hear me out.
Literally, I think Sonic fans like went through the code of Sonic Unleashed and didn't find her model at all. Like they've been digging, fam. They've been digging.
Yeah,
so hard
dude.
for this
I
one.
will say I've already got dibs. This is just a known rule.
I'm just
All
putting
right?
I'm just putting the body pillow behind Wayne at this point.
Oh my
Look,
God.
I get first simp dibs on redheads.
You've
All right.
literally got your own OC characters you can simp for. She's mine.
Hey, you're the one trying to, never mind.
Oh well, in
I
that
got
case,
Sally,
okay,
I'm
if I can have your OC
No,
that you
you
based
can't have
on
my
your mother,
OC.
then you can have
Stop.
this lady here.
No,
you
God
can't
damn it.
have you can't
I'm trying
have
to-
you can't have redheaded Wayne on the weekends.
I don't like this.
No, she's not redheaded Wayne. She's blue hair.
Oh, that one. Okay, different OC.
Interesting.
what?
Okay.
The one
I'm
that
so sorry,
Wallace
yeah.
literally sued me over.
I don't have a blue-haired OC.
Yeah, you do?
Ione has black hair.
That's not black. That's blue.
It's black. Are you okay, Pup? Is
Then
there
why
something
did
wrong
it
with your
appear-
eyes?
Why did it appear blue in the picture?
It
So there might
appeared
be something wrong
blue.
with you.
It appeared blue in your fantasies, which
no,
is the
I
only
must have
place
this.
you've
I
seen
must
them.
have this saved
Oh
somewhere.
my
man.
God.
Like it must be somewhere.
Guys.
It was a
Anyway,
fan art.
hey,
Anyways.
so they were showing off a bunch of the the mainlanders or whatever.
I think Miranda wants to date you, by the way, Wallace. No, I'm not talking about
Oh my
that one.
God.
No, I'm talking about Wallace's OC
Enough.
character.
Enough. Keep going.
Anyway, it is actually worth mentioning. This is not a particularly like red color. I think people got a little carried away with that. It's more violet, if anything. But yeah, no, they were just and people kind of lost their minds. They were just showing off like some artwork of other characters, most of which I think
Like a
were from
magenta.
Unleashed, because Unleashed is just kind of where we saw a lot of the cross interaction between
Yeah.
like the Sonic like animal type characters and the more human type characters. Since then it was like adventure, and I think we saw some clips from that as well. It's just kind of interesting because I think this was a scrapped character that just never actually got used. So yeah.
So I think
There's the possibility that it might be that I mean, they mentioned that there'll be this pink-haired lady that'll be guiding Sonic in Frontiers, didn't
and a
they
lot
say?
of people were saying, "Is it Amy?" But to be fair,
Yeah,
it could be.
Amy, but at the same time, it could just be like what some people theorized, saying that it would be her like, different characters shattered between dimensions or whatever the fuck this plot is going to be.
I remember
It
the
could be
leak.
that.
I remember the leak said she was very
could be
sexualized, but I'm not
something
going to
like
lie, I'm
that.
a little disappointed.
It's funny because
Holy
this
fuck.
character does not even look like a Sonic character to me, human or not. She looks like she belongs in Jack and Daxter.
He looks
She
like she
actually-
belongs in my
Yeah,
head.
if it turned out
yeah.
that she was the character that managed to follow Sonic along, I wouldn't be very happy. Whether it's PTSD because of 06 and Elise or whatever happened there, or just because of the Black Knight and Secret Rings. I'm not too fond of Sonic having a
You don't want Sonic
Like,
and
I'm
women
still
in the same
lucky.
thing.
Well, I don't know.
Tom
I
sees a
don't know
woman
what it
and he's
is.
like, woman in my Sonic game?
Fuck you, man. No,
Oh my god.
I don't know. It just
Okay,
feels sort of. I don't know. It just doesn't sort of feel right to me. Like if it's with Sonic with like Tails or any other the other casts like that, I feel like that could be fine to an extent with the dynamics, but I don't think it fits.
Are we holding Trey hostage? Didn't this man need to get back to work?
I was just about to say I do gotta head back, but I was gonna ask if there's anything else y'all wanted to ask me before I send off. Pretty much.
Will you renew our wedding vows?
I did that yesterday. You should check your mail.
But can we do it again as well? Like in Hawaii or
I mean,
some
we can
shit?
do it in person. Yeah, we can like pretend, but like it
All
already
right.
happened. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't invite Wallace last time, and I want him to see how far I've come.
Oh. Okay, that's fair. All right. Anything else before I head on out?
Nothing. Thank you for hanging out with us for all of our episodes, Trey. We love you.
I love you, Trey.
I love all of you.
I love you in
the world's
particular, Trey.
still stupid. Much love. All right. Bye. Metal Sonic.
Bye.
Gaming.
Well, speaking of Sonic, I have to say my balls are rather blue after that.
God damn it.
That's because you had them clamped up.
Oh, fucking hell.
All right, for God's sakes, we've had discussions about this off air. Come on, guys.
Tom
I was
wasn't
not
there, to be
for it.
fair.
I was not
Yeah,
there
but
for it, so
You
therefore
are
I'm
blaming
above the law.
Tom for violating protocols he
I-
never knew.
I thought that's kind of just what you do, though, pup.
What?
Why am I not allowed to do it?
Huh? What are we talking about?
Just blaming Tom for things.
What? No, shut up. Only I do that.
Only you can talk about the fascistic empire he's created.
Let's get back on track here with this lady. She does have interesting implications, I think. I don't think she. I really don't think she's like a human version of Amy or any goofy garbage like that.
Well, she's
But
got some good implications, all right?
Oh, she's not important.
Some nice assets, too.
I know. I think she is. I think she is.
You think so?
100%. Yeah, I think this is just a small little hint, like they did with when they were announcing that they're going to be doing like a Sonic channel or Sonic Central thing. We did see the first tiny little clip of Frontiers, and fans caught on to that very quickly. But yeah, her art style is completely different to all the other human beings that they're showing off, like all the Unleashed ones. I think they're doing this to indicate that we are going to be seeing humans in Frontiers, and I think she's going to be a prominent one.
You know
That will
what's
please me.
interesting? You know what's interesting to me is I don't know if anybody else is getting this. I mentioned how I feel like she looks more like she belongs in Jack and Daxter.
Mhm.
There is one Sonic game that I think that design actually kind of fits, mostly in terms of like the outfit and its color scheme.
Yeah, me too.
It's weird because there are no human characters in that one outside of Eggman. But does she not look like she would kind of fit in with Sonic Boom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to
Yeah.
say.
I can see it, yeah.
She really does.
Yeah.
What world does
natural
Sonic Boom
colors.
take place on? Sega.
Well, I keep saying like Sonic Boom looks like Jack and Daxter 1. So,
Yeah.
Good game.
I do like Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter 1 is a really good game.
it is. It is a
Yeah.
really good game. I found it. I never beat it. I always found it very, very pleasant. I'm getting way too off track there. Yeah, I think she's important. I think we're gonna see her, and more importantly, if nothing else, guys, we have a chance to see Sonic Man again.
Oh god.
It's
I would
true.
I tell you one thing that would make me over the moon is if we just saw Professor Pickle again. Like, he could just explain the situations, you know?
I
Like,
would not mind seeing that stupidly named man again. I really
he could
would.
be like, oh, the Phantom Ruby contains unlimited power.
What if he's
This-
just off in a random bush somewhere getting himself killed and he's like, oh, Sonic, hello there.
I
I'm
like
just
the
collecting
idea of him
berries or
just
something."
being...
So
in
you
like
were
a
just gonna
fucking-
have him like a Pokemon professor? He's gonna be getting his ass reamed by a Houndoom or something?
No, I just like
That
the
would be
idea
funny,
that
I think.
maybe Sonic's like, where am I? Am I lost? And then he goes to this beach, and fucking Professor Pickle's just there sunbathing. He's like, oh, Sonic, I say.
I really did not hate Professor Pickle in Unleashed. I do
human
want to see him again.
characters-
Offensive.
The
He's
human
offensive.
characters in Unleashed are the best they've ever been.
Like the whole my favorite bit with him in general, and I would like to
Mhm.
see it returned, is just him just deriding Eggman for his inability to create a good cucumber sandwich.
Cock.
Nice.
No, the bad writing started in Colors, apparently. Anyway.
No, it did. The fucking writing in Unleashed is a lot better than Colors.
It
All
is.
right.
It is
All
realms better.
It's more tolerable.
There's no baldy nose hair.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah!
Right, the brilliant localization of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. How could I forget?
Oh
I gotta
god, has
say-
Sonic writing always been bad?
Yes.
Yes, but sometimes it's been more bad than others.
It's always been bad. That doesn't mean there aren't good stories and characters in it.
Right,
That's what
Tom
people-
needs to leave. Bye, Tom. Bye.
Oh, am I being written out as we speak? Uh-huh.
No.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I wasn't a fan of humans in Sonic's world for a while. But it is another one of those situations where, like, I don't like it when Sega gets rid of things that aren't working to, like, the general public. And I know a lot of Sonic fans obviously love those games. I'd like another shot at all this stuff. I want it in a good writer's hands, and I like this. I really like this a lot. And you know what? Any chance to see my beloved burger guy again? That's what
Well,
matters. He's had a good
being-
week.
You've
He's
seen
had a
us
good
wait
week.
for him.
He's learned to swim.
He was in a silhouette and he was in Tails Tube.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first thing they showed when they showed off humans again was Burger Guy.
I remember that.
He's the most important character in the Sonic franchise, is what
I think what I'm kind of pleased to see is, like, yeah, we know Sega, they tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I've said this many, many times. But we're at least showing signs of them putting parts of the baby back in the bath.
This is just the plot of Resident Evil 8 now? Okay.
Like, I mean, I kind of felt like we saw that with Forces in many ways. We were seeing the return of the edgy storyline. We were seeing the return of the big dramatic shit, the fucking vocal tracks and stuff. And I'm hoping that they haven't thrown those parts of the baby out with Frontiers. But with Frontiers, we appear to be seeing a human character. We are seeing more open areas. Like, you don't need hub worlds if the whole world's a fucking hub world, you know? Like,
the baby.
What?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't do that here.
Okay, then.
Sorry, I just had to.
Oh, did you just do another M?
Yep.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this week. The little things we got here, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy.
Next
I'm
week you won't
I'm
be.
a very much a classic cuck, obviously, but
As opposed to a modern cuck.
I mean, I like the more modern games more than a lot of this more vocal fan base, I'd say. I think a lot of them are a little bit too forgiving to a lot of dumb stuff, but I still like the dumb stuff too.
okay, you're saying we're too forgiven to dumb stuff, yet you defend the whole one world thing.
We defend you, pup.
The one world thing is logistical. I think it makes sense.
It does going forward, it just doesn't in retrospect.
Neither-
Two Worlds doesn't make
Two World
sense
doesn't make
either.
sense in retrospective either, especially with the map
Yeah.
of Sonic
That's
Adventure
literally-
2.
Well, no, it could still be
Yeah.
a different world with
If
humans.
it's
No.
been a two world thing the whole time, it's still been bad storytelling because it hasn't actually established the stakes or locations.
I mean, I'm not going to. I think, to be honest, it's just fucked. And if they're planning on repairing it going forward, I'll be pleased. But if we get Sonic Frontiers and there's still no evidence of this, one world thing, it's going to be like, okay, what was that even about?
No, I'm not gonna argue that.
Damage
Yeah,
control
they don't,
value.
if they don't do anything going forward with it, that's fine. I don't think they need to fully explain that in a game like this is one world, not two worlds, because they never said this is two worlds in any of the games either.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like this supplementary stuff here that matters. Because they did used to use just the Twitter account for memes, and they still do, but they are also taking the fan base seriously and saying, like, okay, we're going to give you extra little bits of information that doesn't really matter for like an overall narrative, but it's going to provide you some consistency because we know you care about this. And that's my takeaway from Tales Tube. And I didn't expect that. I expected another just silly, stupid nonsense thing. And it's showing some courage. It's showing us
think
a
if
little
the-
hint of what's going to happen going forward, I think.
If they want to continue doing this, I think little and often, just slowly try and build up more consistency, because doing it all overnight is not going to do any good, I think. So just this little and
No,
often thing
yeah.
will
Tom,
be the
mate,
best way to go.
you're out of your element, man.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I can't do anything around you anymore. This is not fair.
Oh man.
You said I should speak
have
up on
anything
these
else?
things, Pup, and yet here you are.
Oh, it's like you're understanding our problems.
Fucking
Oh, my
hypocrite you are.
Did we have anything else happen this week? I know we had some Build-A-Bear conversation happen. Our friend who works at McDonald's has indicated that they're going to be branding the the apple slices and the milks with Sonic characters, which is exciting.
I think the new Build-A-Bears look better than the Sonic Movie 1 Build-A-Bears. And again, I think that is because, design change didn't allow them a lot of time to kind of fix up that Build-A-Bear. I didn't think Build-A-Bear Movie 1 Sonic was bad, but Build-A-Bear Movie 2... Do you ever just listen to yourself talk and think, what the fuck is happening here?
You've said Build-A-Bear 5 times in that sentence.
I've always said Sonic a lot as well.
Well, we're a
Before
Sonic
you build a bear, build a
podcast.
sentence.
I'm here to announce my retirement.
You here to make an announcement? Is that what you're saying?
Yes?
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, at this point, unless we have anything else to talk about, maybe we should get to our super chats. What do you think?
I think so.
I think so.
All
God,
right.
please, because our audience are so much funnier than we are.
That's
The
true.
one last thing about Tales 2 that people were mentioning, and I know you mentioned, this is why I wanted you to wait for the show, because you had funny points too, is people being upset with the name of the Sonic Mail situation at the end there.
Call it Tails Mail.
That's the perfect name. Someone else said Prower Hour, then somebody else responded, but it's not an hour long.
Doesn't matter. It could. Oh, for all we know, that could be a Mobian hour. Fucking there you go. Hours are different on other planets.
Just saying.
Oh, maybe
I mean,
they should just call it
legitimately-
Earth because Mobius is
Minecraft
working a
hours, Jesus.
silly justification.
I mean, if they have multiple civilizations, why wouldn't there be multiple cultures and languages? I think it'd be kind of cool if they.
I mean, you could call the
acknowledge-
island Mobius, maybe.
Or-
And
Mobians
places
just call it
to
Mobius.
go.
They could just call the planet
They
Earth.
call it
and call-
Mobius,
like
and
the
therefore they call
southern-
themselves Mobians.
The southern equator could be called Mobius, and the northern equator could be
one
Earth.
way to find out.
And
Let's keep on moving ahead. Shut the fuck up, Pup. Let's get super chats instead. Jesus.
all I heard was "Shut the fuck up, pup. Let's kiss." And like, yeah, fuck it.
That part of the audio before we put it up on Podbean. You piece of shit. That's your job this week.
You remember when we were going to talk about the history of this show and our roots as well?
We're getting there. We're doing everything in order.
That's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen while we're all making terrible.
But I thought we were going on to Super Chat next.
Yes, because
No.
after Super Chats, we're doing the race, and we'll talk
Oh, we're
about our
still
show
doing
during the
that.
race.
Okay.
We still have the time for the race. Do you
Yeah,
have
that's
time
what
for
I
the
was
race?
thinking.
Suris?
Do we
I
have
will-
time for the race?
So I am going to try to give myself another 30 minutes or so. It'll be okay.
Tom
Okay.
Topics cannot join the race.
Correct.
I'm excluded.
He can't race.
I also only have the setup for the four of us.
Yeah, he has to go.
Yep.
Get him out.
Okay, we should get to the super chats. Let's roll.
Okay.
Monkey
Okay.
first, pup.
Okay, yeah, hang on. Up. Okay, so
Channel up.
Otis Small sends $5 and says, I can't believe they got VTuber Tales as a guest. We didn't. We got Tom Topics, which is even better.
We have VTuber Tales at home.
Colleen, if you want to ever be on the show, call us.
I don't think she wants to be on the show.
Probably not. Anyway, way past cool kid sent us $5. Thank you very much. I spent most of the last 48 hours binge reading every IDW Sonic for the first time. I hope y'all are proud of me as I'm proud of y'all. Happy 50th episode. I am very proud of you, way past cool kid. I hope you
You're
enjoyed
setting
them.
a good example because I've got those volumes and I haven't read them yet.
All right, Suris.
All right, the next one we have is from Joshua Seard? I don't
Seared sounds right.
Yeah.
for $1.99. Episode 50, more like episode 50B. I feel
Get
like
it because B theory.
I feel like Pup may have some theories about that pun.
So then up next we have our pal Jamal, or Jamal Simmons, as it's actually supposed to be pronounced, with $2. Happy B Theory Friday, Nick Milk, Suris Milk, bro.
I have to ask: how do you pronounce it specifically with the fan stuff? Like, is it X or is it cross?
I guess it's cross.
I think it should be X though,
Don't you cross our Nick Milk.
because it could be like X is like kiss, you know, like. Anyways,
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? It's like shipping.
we got Botan here with a $2. Says, I can't wait for Zack Snyder's Sonic Forces. Botan saw the Snyder Cut recently. She loved it. You know why? Because it's really fucking good.
Or because you're a cultist that forced him to watch it, you decide.
No, I'm not. No, shut up, Tom.
You're
only
100%
fucking
a
elementary
Snyder
kid.
cultist.
Just step the
Both can
fuck
be
back, bro.
true. Both can be true.
Oh, no one asked for your
Yes.
philosophy bullshit right now, sir. Just read the next bloody super chat, Nick.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Said us 5 or 2 Canadian. I'm trying. Don't say the A word. Apples. Canadian apples. I'm
Where are
being a
you?
better person. Congrats on hitting 50 episodes, guys. Thank you so much, Cakester. We can't believe we are here either.
Oh, beautiful. Suris, you've got this one.
Oh no.
No.
Read it, Suris.
No.
They're paying
Read
you
it.
to do it,
Yeah.
Suris.
They're paying you.
No.
You read it. Yes.
No.
Suris, you have to. They're paying you to say it.
I
You're the
swear
one
to
that set
fucking
up-
God.
You're the
Just
one that
do
set
it.
this up. Just do it.
I will kill every
One
member of
time.
Sunset City in their sleep.
What is happening?
No one
Please
fucking
do.
cares. Just read the fucking super chat. We haven't got much time.
Thank you very much, Bowden, for the $2. Boogie Owo, and then some words that I will not state.
No.
They paid
Boogie Owo is the person that sent
You're
the
not
next
you're
super
not
chat.
on you're not on your stream right now, buddy. It doesn't count.
You're
You
right.
have to-
It's our stream. Something
Boogie O-
communism.
Oh my.
Boogie Owo is the next one. You have to read what Botin wrote. What did Botin write, Suris? Just get on with it, man. This joke's gone on long enough. Come on.
Owo.
There we go.
That was a very
Is that the
masculine.
thing?
ooh.
Was it worth it, Pup? Was that worth it?
I don't.
No, because this is what Suris
It
wanted.
wasn't. But
His
it
audience.
wasn't me that didn't make it worth it. You know. Anyways, Wallace, you're
God.
up. With Boogie
Any-
Owo.
All right, we got Boogie Owo with $2. Sunset City OnlyFans when?
Just
During the
post-
last super chat. That's when.
We're gonna post lots of pictures of our feet.
No. I don't like that.
It's just feet. Relax. Oh, would you rather we put dicks up there, huh?
Oh,
Think about it, Wallace. Just
I don't
think
want
about
that
it.
either.
Trying to do better.
You never
Oh.
think.
Pop, go.
Okay, so Aiden F sends $10. Congrats on 50, boys. Take me down to Sunset City where the bagels are green and the bees have theories. Would you please give me milk to the tune of Paradise City by GNR? Here's another 50. Here's another 250. Thank
Here's to another 50, illiterate.
Just shut up, Tom. You're out of your fucking
Hey,
element.
that was one of my favorite super chats we've
Smart.
ever read. That was clever as shit. I love that. Oh man, where the bees have theories. Oh, that's so good.
You're up.
I
little
gotta
Nick.
say, my green bagels I got in the mail, they're as beautiful as they are going out as they are going in.
I hate you.
Anyway, Otis, your boy, gave us $5. Happy 50th episode. Cartoon Fridays. Thanks, Otis.
I miss Cartoon Fridays.
I'm gonna have that little thing stuck in my head now.
Cyrus.
From Boogie Owo, thank you very much for the $5. There's a video of Kanye playing Sonic 2 at Cutie's house, by the way. I saw that video. He was playing it on an arcade machine. It was neat.
So that confirms that Scoop Diddy Poop is going to be in Sonic 2.
What scoop did he poop?
Oh, it's a rap that
What?
Kanye did. He's like, Scoop Diddy Poop. Poop
I try not to pay a lot of attention to Kanye West, to be perfectly honest.
Scoop Diddy Whoop.
I find my life is a lot happier that way.
Yeah, for lots
Everything
of
I
reasons.
know about Kanye and all that is all learned without my consent.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have Miles the Prower with $2, and I don't think there was a message attached.
Unless you just forgot to put it down again, Wallace.
I
You
think
check. You better check, man.
I can't. They always goes up so
Miles,
much.
Miles, if you're on here, if you had anything to say, just let us know. We'll keep an eye
You
on the
can
chat.
actually check, Wallace, by going into the monetization settings on the channel studio. Anyways, Sony sends $2.79 Canadian. Blue Arm Sonic, I sleep. Blue Zava,
Hang on.
I awake.
Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Are you saying that the super chats just kind of load up into a separate page?
Well, you can't view them in full, I don't think. But yeah, if you go to the monetization and look at the super...
Why am I writing these down?
You can only see... No, it
because-
actually truncates them after a bit. You can only see the
Okay.
ones in the last, like, 15 minutes.
Which is literally what I said,
okay.
Wallace. Literally
was
what I
gonna say,
said.
like, this would have
Listen,
been, like,
Wallace.
The most 50th
Well,
episode thing we
yeah,
could have
but you
done,
said it,
where
so
we've
it
been
held
doing
less value.
wrong for a year.
No wonder I struggle and fight so hard to be heard.
Is it that hard? Because you talk quite a bit.
Maybe that's why. Anyways, Nick, just read the fucking next super chat.
My God, Jesus fucking Christ!
I'm gonna pull a Wayne here pretty soon.
Phew.
You gotta watch your tone there, little man. Where are we? I don't remember.
Mr.
Sony?
SP, $10. I've read Sony.
Okay. Oh, you read the Blue Arms one? Did I just not hear that?
You
weren't
interrupted in the middle of
listening.
that.
You never listen to me, Dad. Now just fucking read Mr. SP.
Mr. SP with $10. You're still here because we're still here. Very true. We're still here because you're still here. Also true. It's a wonderful, vicious cycle that nobody can escape. Congrats on 50 episodes. Well, that got nihilistic very quickly, but he's not wrong. Thank you, Mr. SP.
That,
Rolling around at the speed of sound. I can't escape the darkness, no matter how hard I run.
The only trouble with running faster than the speed of light is you can only live in darkness.
Suris, you're up.
Joshua Sear, thank you for the $1.99. Sonic doing the adventure pose made me squeal. I'm not
How
gonna
did we
lie.
not mention that?
Yeah, it was a very blink and you miss it kind of thing, but it was there.
I can't believe
I loved it.
They had Sonic do Xena's pose from IDW Sonic. What a great reference that was.
I've always called that pose the swastika because if you actually look at it, it really does look like a swastika.
Man, we talked like literally before this show, like for a long time about like, hey, maybe we should tone it down and be a little bit more respectful.
Yeah, on bodily fluid jokes, nothing was ever mentioned about symbols of war.
This is one of those things.
Yeah, I would think I think that would just kind of
Don't say I already know. I already know.
all right.
There have been 4 mini meetings about Pup during the course of this episode, and that is the most
He's
50th
he has
episode.
learned how to just dance right through them at this point.
I am so tired right now, man. I'm so tired.
Oh man. Who's next?
Who is
Yes.
next? Oh,
God,
it's
where are
Wallace.
we?
It's Wallace. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'm not allowed to mention that, but the next one mentions fucking segregation. But go on, Wallace. Read.
Blackie. Blackie Huzu 94, $5. Okay, but can we talk about how the Sonic world has actual segregation going on? Speciesism.
And we come to the center of the shrubbery maze.
Oh no. Why are we here? 50 episodes of this shit, and it just
I mean,
gets
people
worse.
joke about it, but like that immediately, I hate to say it, I immediately thought about that when they said people that look like us. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, that was a bit of a
Tails.
yikes.
That was a yikes. That was an absolute yikes. That was just
You gotta understand,
come
he's
up-
from a different time.
come up with a name. I love Mobians, but like legitimately and honestly, come up with a name.
He's been 8
Just-
years old for a very long time. He
Furries.
doesn't know any better.
Call them
Furries.
fucking furries. and then we will still have problems with segregation of the furries that have
You
to
could
be
do what they did
shipped
in
off to
the
islands.
you could do what they did in the Blue Core Studios Sonic fan film where they called them South Islanders. And they even had themes of racism in that when one of the gun soldiers was like, well, he's one of them.
Oh god. We should we should
An
just
island, though, it's just-
move right along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, this is no worse than your everyday Suris stream, but go off. Oh, I'm up now. Okay, so Otis
Oh, you know,
with $5. Thank you, Otis. And says, hey, Nick, your boy chiming in. In the Archie comics, Mobians were created when some aliens dropped a nuke on Earth after one of them was experimented on. Genocide! What a nice next subject to move on to.
Oh, that's true, though. I mean, like, Adventure Time is basically the Archie Sonic lore, is what that is.
I really
yeah.
like Adventure
Yeah,
Time.
Mobius is Earth in the future in Archie Sonic, at least original Archie Sonic lore. They led to that point eventually. I don't know if Ken wrote that or somebody else, but yeah, that's.
I forget how they
Mobius-
worked in the adventure story into that. Was that a retcon at that point?
It was a mess.
Humanity
Right.
survived.
So Station Square was actually a city that was hidden in a mountain. That's how they explained it. Because again,
That's
in Archie canon, which was
fucking
based off a lot of
ridiculous.
SatAM canon, well, I mean, they were out of options, man. Because like there was just nothing left but what Robotnik had, taken over mostly, and then the animal people were left. So they had to explain other humans somehow. They could have done it better, but they at least tried. The adventure era was messy for everybody else trying to fit in with game canon. It was wild. It was absolutely wild.
Was it the Wild Wild West?
Yeah, I mean those comics are basically where Sega's just not paying attention to what they're doing, and they just go buck wild with the canon. It was wonderful.
So,
Yeah, quite
Leave it-
an aftermath left. Yeah.
Leave it to episode 50 to be the one where Nick doesn't go on the entire song monologue. It's okay though.
I'm very hungry.
Tom, you're
I'm
out of your
tired.
element, man.
Oh my
And I go, are we done here? Let me say to you.
poor man.
Just go. Get out of here. Leave.
Do you want to read any of them,
Absolute
Tom?
dickhead. I could, I guess, this next one.
If you want, yeah.
Is it the one by Otis Small? Have I
No,
mentioned that right?
It's
No.
the one by
you're on Rusty Nail Goggler.
Rusty Nail Goggler. Some stellar names. I love them all. I have a weird little challenge for you guys. Go into Google, put in your name, put the hedgehog, and lastly go to images to see what you get.
Can we just describe them? So we don't have to scroll down and lose track of the super chats?
I'm
played this one
quite
before.
scared to put that on my search history.
Oh my god!
Am I looking up Pup the Hedgehog or am I looking at.
Look
Channel
at
Pup
the
the
Hedgehog? See if something
Hedgehog.
happened.
Okay, so Pup the Hedgehog just brings me pictures of hedgehogs and dogs.
I'm gonna send you guys this. This is what I got.
I'm going to put in my real name.
That seems quite fitting. Yeah.
I'm not. Apparently, I'm not a hedgehog. I'm an echidna.
Apparently I'm an alpaca.
Oh no, Nick. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, maybe do put some of these on screen. I don't know.
No.
I don't want to. We're basically just pilfering like other people's artwork for our own entertainment at that point.
All right. So Nick has a
Reaction
sexy Sonic
streams.
with bangs lifting up his tank top.
I've got the green one.
I've got a blue Knuckles, who's got like a little necklace and a waistcoat. Wallace, you've got a Triforce Daddy. Suris, Suris, your one actually kind of matches your color scheme.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Oh, you've had someone make you as a hedgehog before, haven't you?
No, because it's not even like literally. Look, they're called Everest, but
That's a Suria alpaca. That's a type of species, man.
yeah, which is why it actually like.
But
It's why
that's
it comes
yeah,
up
Suri.
for Suris.
Tom, what are you?
That's a.
I am a moon.
What?
No, just
Alright,
post.
You
just
are
selfie
a
Nick.
moon, or
Yeah,
are
hang
you
on.
mooning us? Like which one of those?
Which would you prefer?
Don't say the second option. He only just turned 18.
In 3 months, man. Come on.
Fucking predatory behavior from you, Wallace.
It's
Jesus.
legal.
Did you... Oh, there we go.
Fucking hell. Nick! Jesus!
First result is literally just an artwork I've made. What the hell? Second one is just my profile picture, and then another artwork I've made, and then that's your Rise of Lyric stream pup. Okay, these are just.
Your avatar though is not called Tom the Hedgehog though, is it?
It's called Critic the Dumbass. Yeah.
It's called Doug Walker the Nostalgia Critic.
No, and I'm probably going to change it at some point. I don't want to confuse it forever.
You gotta say though, like Tom, you definitely owned this because this is definitely this is a goofy ass meme at this point. You own it, man. Like anybody who looks up Tom the Hedgehog, they're gonna look at you.
I mean, I put up Tom Topics the Hedgehog. What if I put in Tom? I'm scared to just put in Tom because Tom.
You'll probably get Tom from the Sonic movie.
Tom Holland, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. Fuck's sake. Oh dear God. Okay, yeah. Now I'm in that territory.
Also, no disrespect to people that make OCs.
No, it's fine. But I mean, I got that. Quite a unique.
Let's have a look. What do you got? You've got a very sort of a gangreeny coloured hedgehog here. It's very much a colour that suits you, I feel.
I like that one better. I want that one. Let's trade hedgehogs.
You can't
make it. Are these becoming cards in their own right now?
Perfect. Are those fidget spinners in the
cards.
background? How very you.
Oh dear.
Where are we at with this?
I'm not a fidget spinner.
We're at AKA Shoden.
Your fidget
or is it
spinner
actually Shoden?
kid.
Which one was it? Shoot.
It's whatever.
Well, I'm gonna say first off, thank you, Shoden, again for your generosity for the $50. I'm gonna just read Zerbin, though, because Shoden, you can write things. We will read it for you, man.
Yeah, but man, thank you, Shoden. That is very, very generous.
He doesn't feel the need to be heard for his generosity. He's a yogurt male.
And Zerbin, thank you for the 100 CHF. I don't know what that is, but thank you for the generosity.
That is the franc. That is the Swedish franc.
The Chinese franc.
Anyway, happy episode 50. Since I can stay on my job, I feel generously. That lady looked nice. I want to draw her. Happy B Theory. A nice tasty milk for the milk pros. And you are pretty wizard. BTW. Do you know what currency I've given you guys? Since you always call it different.
Well, we know now, thanks to Wallace.
Chunky hefty farts.
Chunky. Oh man, a chunky fart. That just sounds like a shit.
Yeah, it's just a shark.
Did I say Swedish? Did I say Swedish?
No, it's just when flakes come out.
I meant Swiss. It's not Swedish. It's Swiss.
What
Swiss
kind
franc.
of farts do you like? Oh, the chunky variety.
I opened the dialogue about cutting.
Yeah,
back
you
on
were
the
like no
content.
more bodily fluids, yet here you are with the chunky farts.
And now we have a new thing for the show's canon. Fantastic.
Anyways, it's like when cereal comes out. Otis Small. Thank you for the $5. Zavik.
You people in your fucking deadly six. You're gonna put Nick on a fucking video about how they're good in the IDW, and I'm yet to get there. We'll see.
In the IDW comic,
I'm sure they're great. I'll get there eventually. Okay, moving on.
You're a simpleton.
I don't understand. You rebuild. Why?
Who's up? Who's up? Who's up?
Wayne.
It's Wayne.
Is it Wayne? Is it Wayne?
Yeah, you got Lederick.
Wait.
A very generous Lederick.
Oh, we moved through those really quick. All right, yeah. Woo. $100 from Lederick. Sally Rouge.
Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Best Robotnik. Shadow, isn't it weird that the Sonic series is responsible for the sexual awakening of Sony? You think Sega expected this?
Yes, because they're all dirty perverts.
They did.
Oh my god.
Sally Acorn for Nick. Rouge for me.
Okay.
That's
Rouge for me. Wallace, you got what? Is Tangle your sexual awakening?
Robotnik.
A man of culture.
Tom, what about yours?
I thought Robotnik was pups.
No.
Yeah.
I literally just.
I mean, I don't even know where the Rouge connection came from. It's definitely more Adventures Robotnik.
All right, we're just telling me what I like now. Okay. Well,
Yep.
Tom,
That's
which
yes.
which Sonic character was your sexual awakening?
I'll
he hasn't had it yet, has he?
politely pass.
He hasn't.
Ah,
no.
right. It was Amy Rose. Got it.
Was
Coward's way out.
I like that you guys are asking what is Wayne's when it's sitting right behind him.
Hang on, let me just open that up and see what's sitting behind
Please don't
Wallace.
make Amy a thing.
Red.
Oh, right, yeah.
Damn
Wallace
it.
just had his sexual awakening today. Congratulations, Wallace. The eye has been opened.
Man.
That sounds painful.
All right, Pup, you're next.
Oh, okay. All right. Where am I at? Also, Wallace, there are more super chats that you need to log.
There is one that just popped up. Shut your fucking face, Pup. Jesus Christ.
You will respect me, boy. So next up, we've got Mbani, and he sends. I think it's he. Yep, fucking he. Sorry, my bad. Get you confused with Mumi. Mbani sends £25. Ooh, British. About time I threw some coin your way, guys. Congrats on the 50th episode. Thank you, Mbani, and as
Thank
always,
you,
thank you for all the entertainment as well.
We gotta get him on the show sometime.
We do. Why
Yeah.
did I confuse him for Mumi? Doesn't matter.
The M
Me and
part,
Emu
probably.
M?
Yeah, it's the M. Yeah.
That was
No,
I believe
it's
you guys gotta talk to a bird. That's so cool.
You'll never get to talk to the Sonic and Tails R gang, Nick.
they were they
probably
were
not at this point.
they were the birds that defeated Australia in a war. To be fair,
Yeah.
That's why they agreed to come on the show, is providing
Tom-
Nick wasn't there.
That's fair. Tom, do you want to take the next one?
This by Miles the Prower.
Mm-hmm.
It's confirmed, gang, we're funnier than these boys. Well, congratulations.
Well done.
Let me play a tune on the world's tiniest piano.
Tom doesn't actually have to thank them or be respectful because he's receiving none of this.
Yeah, I'm here for free.
Appreciate you being here, Tom.
free labor.
Is it
No,
my
even if we
turn?
wanted to pay him, we can't. I've tried.
Or did
Oh,
I do it?
actually, yeah.
Don't get into that again. It's a slippery
Look,
slope.
I just want to buy you a little present, okay?
Well, it
Mm.
can't
Alright.
happen.
I would
It can't
refuse
happen.
too. All right.
It can't
So-
happen for external reasons.
It's fine,
And-
dude.
Tonio Soto sent us $10. Congrats to 50 episodes. You guys have been the highlight of my Fridays, and I can't wait to see Pup's eventual cancellation at episode 100. You're
God, that
being
really
hype-full. He's gonna
that
survive that
will.
long.
That will be eventual if it is at episode 100.
yep.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, but I have mastered the art of the YouTuber apology. I was hoping I wouldn't have to make a video like this, but it seems that even people such as myself can mess up. I just want you to know that I am, like everyone else, a work in progress person who makes mistakes. Anyways, go on.
Now give me your money.
Where are we?
We're on Smacko.
Neko.
Thank you for the 5 pen. I have nothing witty to say. Have some pen.
They had to add one extra E to pen, and it would have been have some peen. Which is what I'd say to Rouge.
All right.
The only
Of course,
one
that's not an offer. then,
The only one laughing is Pup.
So Black Yakuzu 94, $20. Special $20 gift for you guys. Happy 50th, and here's to another 50. You make the long hours on my job bearable every Friday. Well, we do our best. Thank
Glad
you
we
very
can
much.
save you. Okay. Good going, Doug. Sends $10. Sonic Movie 1 showed the Echidna tribe in the beginning. Sonic 2 has Knuckles, the Master Emerald, and some ancient temples. It really feels like they're building up to chaos. You'd have something to say about that then, wouldn't you, Wallace?
Yeah, it's literally all I want.
Literally all he wants in life. Thank you. Good going, Doug.
Yeah, and we talked about that particular topic quite a
Yeah.
bit at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this next one. Add Zinco with 5. Is that pounds?
Yes.
Okay. Pup, I'm giving away money that could have gone towards some black slime, which could have been used for certain activities for you to say it's the weekend.
Hi there, Peter Griffin here, and I'm going to explain this joke for you real quick. So what he means is he wants to drape the black slime all over his feet and pretend he's got Venom's toes.
Yeah.
What?
He's,
You know what? I don't elaborate.
He
We
is
do
something
not
for
need.
the
We
love of
do
God,
not
do
need
not
more
elaborate.
context. We're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Last one's from Boaton. Sunset City. Thank you for the $2. Sunset City Bees Ex Bumblecast Gator for life.
Isn't it kind of ridiculous that we're known for the bees and the Bumblecast has a gator? How did that work out?
We need the Sunset City Gator. That could be like our football team. Sunset City Gators.
It needs to find the computer room, everyone. The joke will never die.
All right. So, how much time do you have left, Suris?
Hour and 10 minutes is what we're looking at.
Okay,
Also, we've got
also
another
we-
super chat.
Yeah, it just came in from Mr. Krabs, $4.99. I'm not doing the voice. I'm sorry. Pup abs.
I think it's supposed to say and.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready for trying to all right. Pup and Rouge at 12 a.m. Rouge. Pup, it is time for your Batman RP. Pup, deep Batman voice. Yes, dear. But there's something in the way.
I am the shadows.
Mr. Krabs always makes me so uncomfortable, but thank you for the money.
What is your name, dear? Vengeance. All right, Mr. Vengeance.
That's when I start fucking punching her in the face like Batman does to Doug Walker at the start of the film.
Jeez. Oh man, Ed Zinko's just like, you didn't say it's the weekend.
Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The Weekend.
Okay. I'm happy.
Now you, Tom. It's your turn.
No.
Webster sends
Webster!
£5, says happy 50th episodes, lads.
Thanks,
Thank you, Webster. We love you, man.
Also, someone we gotta go.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's yawning?
That would be me.
Well, stop it. Can we please have Liquid Tom and Solid Tom talk?
I'm not making fun of Tom's voice today
You
did it earlier.
anymore. I'm not doing anymore.
You could do it to his face instead.
Yeah,
of
I know. I'm
punching back
tiring,
this
aren't
time.
I? It's hard being me.
My God.
All right. Well, guys, what is that noise? What are you doing, Suris?
I just wanted to break up that conversation with a little bendy straw.
Suris is farting again, guys. We have to vacate.
Preparing the
right.
chloroform.
So, guys, we're gonna move on to the next thing we're gonna be doing here. We're technically ending episode 50 right here, and we're gonna kind of get prepared here to do our little Sonic race while we still have time. So, if you want to still hang around, we'd love to have you around. But yeah, guys, this has been 50 episodes of this just unending chaos. It's been a lot of fun.
I don't know how we managed it. It's a lot.
I mean, you only had to manage about 38 of them, Wayne.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of a fucking traitor.
slacker.
Oh my god.
Is it really betrayal when you die?
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
depends.
who decided on him dying? He did that himself.
That's true. That's
Yes.
true.
Fair.
How did you die, Wallace?
Oh, now let me tell you a little story about how my whole fucking I don't know the fucking.
We're going to be here for 2 days.
Now this is a story all about how your life got flipped, turned upside down.
When you
Yeah.
think about it, life upside down is just death. Well, anyways,
What?
play us
Take
out.
that,
Joel.
Australia.
Play us out, Nick.
Guys, if you want to find more of our stuff, you can find it on our separate YouTube channels. We're all content creators. Tom, why don't we start with you first? Have you been working on anything?
Well, I recently made an animatic in preparation for the second film that's coming out. That got a bit of traction on Twitter, which surprised me, but there's that. But I'm slowly working on stuff in the background while I've also got actual real life stuff to get on with.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you're not familiar with Tom Topics, you definitely should be checking out his work. It is fantastic. Definitely. Yeah,
You'll
no,
love him,
always
guys.
pay attention. Yeah.
You'll
I-
love him. He's an absolute tosser.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheerio.
what are you working on, Pup?
Me? Oh, so I actually don't know what's next, but there's the usual stuff on my channel. There's always, some Batman content. It's been kind of Bat month because, what with the new movie and everything. But Sonic stuff is coming too, because obviously Sonic Movie 2 comes out in the UK pretty soon, so you can expect my review on it pretty darn soon, and you're not ready for my choice of wardrobe. Let me just say that much.
Oh God, Suris,
You're too
what are you
late,
doing,
Spider-Man.
I am trying to not do a whole lot right now. After the subathon, I'm trying to take a small break from streaming for at least a few days. The biggest thing is that I'm trying not to do things right now.
Makes a nice change for you, actually, I think. Look after yourself, Suris.
All right, Wayne.
I'm really tired. I just spent literally the entirety of last night finishing up my Sonic CD video. Really excited about having it done. It's going to go up for patrons later today, and it will be live for everybody on Sunday.
Oh, radical. I'm in the middle of our Mecha March Madness. It's a quick little couple-week marathon I'm doing covering Sonic robots. I got the first 2 episodes done. My patrons are going to be getting the next one very soon, and I'm planning on well, a lot of fun little surprises this upcoming week, so definitely check that out if you can. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the main show here. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I guess now it's time for a race. We ending the stream? What are we doing?
Just turn it off, man.
We don't end the stream itself. We just keep going. It's race time.
It never ends.
Oh, are we not ending the stream then?
I mean, the
Can
show.
they hear this?
Yes,
Oh.
that's why
I hate
I'm.
you, audience. I hate you, audience. I hate you, audience. I
That's-
don't even believe in B theory. I'm not even really a dog.
That's why I'm trying to get everybody's streams up.
Tom, you're obviously welcome to hang out with us. If you have to go, like, you're not rude if you have to go, but
But
obviously,
please
we'd love to
go.
have you. Oh my God.
I'm getting very mixed signals here. I'm not sure what
Just go. Get out. I don't want to see you anymore.
I mean, I've got a Red Dead Redemption 2 to do. I don't know.
I was joking, Tom. You're free to stick around, but please go.
Can you please make up your mind before you speak?
Can't. He
That would be
just
ideal.
doesn't think before he starts talking. That's not how he rolls.
It should. Then there must be change.
All right, now we
Alright,
just need
so-
we just need Pup now.
Yeah, I'm in.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Are you streaming to us?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not.
All right, it should be now.
Total of 4 screens I'm seeing here. So I think
Yeah,
we're
there's
all...
4 of us, so that makes
I only
perfect sense.
see 3. What the hell's going on?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Disqualified. You lose, Pup.
Are we gonna have any background music? We're gonna be hearing anything from any of the games?
We probably won't be hearing anything ourselves, which is going to make some things a little harder.
Yeah, we'll just emulate the music, it's fine.
Well, I mean, Suris, like, since you're running, can we hear your game or?
Do you want me to just like turn on? Because I have the sound turned off for mine too.
Have it very delicately on, just very quiet. Can you see my
Yeah.
stream yet as well?
Yeah, and no, I
Good.
can't.
How
No,
can you not?
I was saying yes to one of the other things, but no, I still can't see yours.
Nick, can you see my stream?
Let me get out of here. Let me see where you're at.
Yeah, your thing is showing the secret stage or a special stage.
Okay, yeah, it's just in a demo mode. I'm not playing it already. Wallace, not Wallace. Suris, have you tried opening my stream? That might help.
No, I don't. Okay, look. Literally, there is no way for me to click a button that doesn't exist. I'm just showing you what I see. There's nothing
let me-
there.
Well, I can't really see from your perspective there, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Possible
because
that there's a cap on how many you can watch at once.
Well, no, we tested this yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
literally.
tested it and it worked fine yesterday. Hold on. I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Okay. Man, we're great at shows.
God, there's always fucking something, isn't there?
There we go. Now I can actually see.
All right, cool. Okay.
That was
So-
dumb and stupid.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? All right, count us in then, boys.
Give me a second. Just because I can see everything doesn't mean I've actually got everything ready now. There we go.